Right. Hello, hello. Let's just double check some audio levels. I can probably go a little bit quieter. There we go. Okay, right. I think that seems okay. I'm going to trust that audio level for the moment. Right, so plans today. I'm looking to get started on a little game. It's going to be a turn-based battler, hopefully, but coming at Godot as still very much a beginner, I'd assume. Like, I've had a little play around with some various tutorials and stuff like that, but other than that, it's still very new to me. So something that I'm hoping is going to be nice and easy to get into should just be top-down 2D tile-based kind of game, and I figured it's like an easy way to get an idea of how the engine operates. And yeah, so that's going to be the plan. In terms of what we're going to do first, though, I think I'm just going to run through some daily games, just to wake up my brain a little bit. So I've got a few that I like to do most days. Nice and simple. So well, not simple necessarily, but just to wake up the brain cells a little bit. So the first one here is Travle. Basically, you've got to make a connection between two countries, and you get a perfect score if you choose the most direct route, as in the fewest country borders. So San Marino, we're going to go to Italy, and then I don't think we can go direct to Croatia. I think we need Slovenia first, and then we can get Croatia, and then Montenegro? Yeah, just about makes it. Okay, hashtag. So this is Wordle in 4 directions. But you've got all the letters for you, so you swap letters to make up the words. So normally it's a good tactic to look at, like, what can be, well, how many vowels you have. So we've got 5 vowels here, so that's, no, 6 vowels. So that's not very useful. Sometimes if there's only like 2 or 3, then you know that you've got to put vowels onto the crossing points. Otherwise, good tactics are like to look at where, like, ends of words or starts of words or stuff like that. So after the N, so considering this D is either in the vertical or the horizontal word here, could end ND in this word, which would need a vowel probably before the N. So likely the E or the A, one of the E's. There's 3 E's, so I'm going to guess an E goes somewhere there. And that's good because the S at the end of the word works as well. So this could be like blend. Now we could move the D across to the end here. But if that's wrong, then all we're getting is we're checking the I in that position. Whereas if we move this D to the end, A, we're checking the I in a different word, which I guess we would have done anyway. But also, if this goes green and this stays yellow, we know that there's a second D in this column, which is not the case. Okay, so this D has to go either in this second vertical word or the bottom horizontal word. Or it could be both. It could be on this, where the B is. So we're assuming this is going to be blend. So what would this be? L-I-E. This is a weird one. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap the D and the L. Good. So yeah, this has got to be B here. What's this? Deals? Yeah, probably deals. Which puts the F at the top here. Flies, of course. And then we can swap these. There we go. So then what I like to use is use these words into Betweenle to get our next word. So we've got blend, deals, flies, and uncle. I do them alphabetically. Some days you get lucky, and if it's a word at the start of the alphabet, then you only use one. So blend. So sorry, this is Betweenle is Wordle, where all the words are in alphabetical order, and these numbers tell you how close to the words that you've guessed the answer is. So in this case, we're looking at a word that's like basically 80% through the dictionary of 5-letter words. So it's much closer to the Z's than it is to the B's. So really, if I was playing this competitively, I'd go for uncle next. Well, I'd probably guess based on this that we're looking around a T or an S. But what I like to do is use the hashtag one. So blend, so deals, flies, and uncle. So deals, flies, and then uncle. So this is our starting point. So we're probably looking at a word that's, yeah, between S and T, RS or T. So we could go something at the start of S just to eliminate R entirely. So maybe like Sandy. Okay, so definitely not R. Probably early T's. So we could go like surely, it's early even, to see if we're S or T. But I think if we go like tank, let's do tanks, and then that should tell us, okay, maybe we are still in the S's. Sugar, should have done sugar. Right, okay, so we're probably like, let's go spore, getting closer. Smell. Okay, in between smell and spore. Slightly closer to smell. So it's probably SO something. Could do soggy. Okay. They're getting really close now. It's definitely going to be SO something. SO R Son Sonar. Let's go with sonar. Oh, it's so close. It's probably SON something. This is where you actually can't see the word. So sonos? No, that's not a real word. Sonic's a real word, isn't it? Yeah, nice. It's like not just the character name. Cool. Okay. So not too bad. We still had like 3 guesses left. But yeah, and then what I like to do is use this as my Wordle starting word. So they all like feed into each other for these word guessing games. So I'm going to start with Sonic today. Nothing. Okay. What's a good secondary word then? I wonder if any of the words we've used could work out here. What do we have? We had blend. That uses the N. That doesn't work. Uncle also uses the N and the C. Flies use the I. And what was the last word? Something that began with D, wasn't it? Deals? Use the S. So I can't use any of those words. So let's just make our own word. We'll use break. Okay, 3 letters. Not really, you can't do that. Realt? Is that a word? Maybe it's realtors, but good to use. I don't want regal because the A is still in the same place. That's wrong. I don't think we've got any other vowels. We've already got 2 vowels in it. Don't want to put the R there. So A something. R-E. No, maybe E-R. I mean, game is there. Let's try that. Okay. So X-A-G-E-R. Pager. Wager. And any others? Rager, I guess. Wager. Rager. No. Pager. Gager. Hager. Lager. Zager. No, okay. So wager, rager, or pager, I think. So I'm going to go with wager to start with. I would play on hard mode, by the way, so I can't just guess a word that uses all of those letters, because I still need to use all of the ones I've got so far. God, is it actually rager? Is there any other words it could be? Dager, phager, gauger. Can't be gauger. Hager, jager, lager, vager. I think it's got to be rager. No, what was it? Lager. Oh my god. This is where you get blindness to other ways of pronouncing the word. Like, what's lager? No, fair enough. Okay, so connections. Shed cream, retreat, about, cottage, login, home, scratch, need, goat, leave, string, flee, purr, contact, withdraw. Need is a weird one. Could have stuff to do with like baking, which I can see leave could work with. I don't know if anything else would though. Because we got like retreat, leave, flee, and withdraw, which I think has to be one set. So purr, scratch, need. This is like things that cats do. Goat, shed their fur. And then I think we got the purple is something cheese. So like cottage cheese, cream cheese, string cheese, and goat's cheese. And then these are web options, right? Like navbar, links. Yeah, pages on the website. Okay, nice. Onto strands. Let's do a quick strands. Got any bleu cheese? Is this going to be French blue cheeses of some kind? I don't really know enough of those. Normally there's like a bit of wordplay in the theme. What would we be looking for? Things like camembert? Is that here? It's more cheese stuff. Can I see any cheeses here? Let's see, Glade. Might have to use a hint here. See, like ick words. Is there anything? Hick? There's no like hickory or stuff like that? No. Are we looking for cheeses then? Thought I could see Scarlet there for a minute, but no, not quite. Let's see if Glade does anything. No. No. I don't really want to use hints, though. Or I try not to. Stop. Stan. No. Normally once you get one, then others start falling in place a lot easier. There's no, I keep on seeing Scarlet, but there's no connection through that I can see. What blue cheeses do it? Like Gorgonzola or Dolce Latte, they're Italian ones. There's no brie. It's not really blue cheese, is it? There's no camembert, is there? That relies me on that relies on me being able to spell it as well. B-R-E-R-T somewhere. B-E-R. Can't see a B-E-R-T, which I think we would need. Okay, let's get a clue. Eggs. Oh. There we go. Okay, so eggs. Tomato. What have we got here? We're getting like... Nope. Oh, so I can spell it. Maybe some bacon. Bacon's down here. What sandwich are we making? Is this a croque madame or croque monsieur? Croque. We see croque somewhere? Croque? No. So what other things might we have? We might have lettuce. No. Egg, tomato, bacon. Are we doing omelettes? Chives. Chive? No. I was going to say beans, but I can't get from the A to the E. How am I not seeing this? There should be something... Should be stuff jumping out at me here. Well, it could be the double T. Is there bread? Like toast? No. Butter, maybe? So just these two P's left. Mustard? I'm just trying to think of anything that will go with these. Eggs, bacon, tomato, blue cheese. What's the clue here? And why can I not see anything else? Okay, maybe we take another clue then. So to get clues, you just have to find other words. So every 3 words that you find in the grid that aren't answers, you get a hint, which will show you the letters used in a word. And then you just have to figure out the order. No. Let's go with this. Greens. Eggs, tomato, greens and bacon. Cob? What's cob? No. Is that corn? What is this word? We most likely have got... Oh, Cobb salad? Is it? It's an American thing, isn't it? Oh, I'm not going to know what these are then. So 2 words left here. What's a Cobb salad? Oh, vinaigrette. I see. No, Is it AIG? Yeah, okay. And chicken. Okay. That was a rough one for me. What is a Cobb salad? Oh, almost. American garden salad. That's quite nice. Okay, let's do the word salad first, and then we'll leave the mini for last. So this is... Oh, let's refresh for the timer, hopefully. Oh, it just keeps counting. Okay. No, the time doesn't really matter. So, we have these words in the grid, and you just have to... It's a bit like the one that we've just done. Can't remember what the one we just done is called. It's called... No, not connections. Oh wait, did I search in the Cobb window? Strands, that's it. It's a bit like strands, you're connecting up words. Connecting up letters to make words. So, animals kept here. So surely we've got a stable. We've got a sty. No, we've got kennel. I see there. And once letters are used and no longer in any of the remaining words, they disappear. Do we have a hutch? And these words are in alphabetical order, so we know we've got a 7-letter word between K and S, starting with a letter between K and S. And we've got a 4-letter that's earlier in the alphabet, which has got to be barn, which leaves pasture. That one was nice and easy today. Sometimes that's way harder. Sending to Nerdle. So I'm making kind of like a connections board. There are 5 different movies in this grid, each with 4 clues that align to the movie. So, animated, country, mermaid. So Dev Patel, dragon, harassment lawsuit, Viking, Robert Pattinson, lion, Charlize Theron, mermaid, train station, hiccup, Robert Eggers, country, animated, North, Nicole Kidman, remote island. So you got 15 swaps, so you just move, you swap 2 cards around. You're trying to make connections of 4. So what can we see here? Train station. I don't think I can think of anything at the moment. I feel like Nicole Kidman Remote Island is something. Hiccup. Viking and North have to be together, right? Yeah, okay. Swear, I've heard of some of the movies, but haven't played them. Haven't watched them. Hey, Juyan, how's it going? Welcome in. Just doing a couple of daily puzzles to get my brain started before starting in Godot. But the plan is in a little bit to start work on a new like turn-based battler game. But I'm still very much a beginner for Godot, so it's going to be a lot of looking up at the docs, figuring out how everything works. So it might be quite slow progress, but if that sounds like something of interest, please stick around. Oh, nice. Are you doing it as a bit of a hobby at the moment, or are you doing like game jams, that kind of stuff? I know Ludendare's on this weekend, but I decided I want to focus on trying to get an actual game up and running rather than a game jam game. So dragon, lion, mermaid, hiccup. How am I not getting any of these? Surely someone animated. Lion, Viking, North. Country. Let's put country in here somewhere. No. I'm just going to move some around until I get any yellows, because I've got no idea with these ones. You did one game jam that went pretty badly. I feel like it depends on the game jam, but the short time frames for me don't really work that well. I need a bit more time to like get into the groove of something. How have I not even stumbled on something here? Go on then, what have we got here? North Country. Okay, how's Trendy Dragon? Should have. Oh, Hiccup's the name of the dragon, isn't it? I think. No, Toothless. No, who's Hiccup then? Or anyway. Viking Dragon, I should have maybe tried together. Lion. And the Lighthouse. Okay. I don't feel too bad because I haven't seen any of those films. Let's try the reversal. So this is the opposite way around. So for Silly to Nerdle, you get a grid of these 16 tiles. So in the normal, in the original. How it works is, wait for it to load. You have, come on, why is it, we're just on this page. So you've got these 16 different clues, and you're trying to group them into 4s that relate to a movie. So in this case, North Viking, Robert Eggers and Nicole Kidman all linked together to match the film The Northman. And there's 5 different movies in this grid, and like, so the clue North applies to both the Northman film and North Country for the rowing column. So you got to move the tiles around to make up the films, basically. So reversal is kind of similar, but the opposite way around. We've got 16 movies, and there's 5 hidden themes. So they could just be something as simple as like the word of in the title. So if we had 4 movies that had of, we'd like line them up into a row. It sounds more tricky than it is, I think, but sometimes it's just a case of if you know the films or not. So I don't mind too much losing these ones. But we can have a little look here. So we've got La La Land, Dirty Harry, Memoirs of a Geisha, Top Gun, Letters from Iwo Jima, Mystic River, Fistful of Dollars, In the Line of Fire, Lost in Translation, Whiplash, Soul, Bull Durham, Bird, Kill Bill, Shawshank, and Gran Torino. So I think we've got Clint Eastwood here, because I know Clint Eastwood's in Gran Torino, Fistful of Dollars, and Dirty Harry. And maybe In the Line of Fire? Trying to think what else he could have been in. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, it's tricky if you don't watch a lot of movies. It's there's a lot of well, sometimes some of the clues are very like niche. You have to really have a good understanding of what the setter was trying to go for. Okay, so what else could we potentially have here? I don't know this film. Kill Bill. So, are there any other Tarantino? No. Other Uma Thurman movies, maybe. Lost in Translation is Bill Murray, Scarlett Johansson. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, we just got this and then the mini crossword, and then I'll get started. Just find it good to like get my brain working a little bit before I settle into. Oh, was it quite loud? Sorry. Oh wait, I think I've got both Twitch follow alerts and also Streamlabs or Stream Elements. I can't remember which one I've got. I set some up ages ago and then haven't streamed for a while, so it might be the double. Soul is animated. I can't see any other animated on here. I think Soul is the new, or a newish Disney one. Whiplash is about the drumming. Are there musicals, maybe? Yeah, okay. So maybe Bird? Jazz, okay. So we've probably got, just to swap a couple here. Lost in Translation, Memoirs of a Geisha. Okay, so we got Japan theme. Yeah, Japan and Tim Robbins, okay. And then there's one more that will be vertical now. So if we take one of each of these categories, there might be a link. Mystic River, Bill Murray, I don't know. I feel like at this time I just kind of like shuffle them around a bit. We've got 4 out of 5, so quite happy with that so far. That's still a pass. Okay, I don't know what the last one was. Clint Eastwood directed. Oh, okay. Wouldn't have got that. Normally when it's director links, it's very difficult to, unless you really know the directors. Okay, so just the mini left. So this is just a mini crossword. Nothing too unique or different about the rules. One of Franklin's certainties in life. What's a certainty in life? Maybe death? Let's move on. Human voice at the end of a phone tree. What's a phone tree? One might be thrown in surprise. So party. When a moon hits your eye, that's amore. Smoking hot. Boil. It's going to be something like that. Let's see. Appetizers like croquetas, and this is tapas. One's best effort, so to speak. One's best effort. I'll come back to that. Search for Google, make a copy of blank. What? I'm not sure I get that one. Diary passage. Entry? Maybe? Eyelid irritation. One of Franklin's certainties in life. Human voice at the end of a phone tree. And smoking hot. Taxes, that sounds good actually. Nice. Okay, one's best effort. Xerox, maybe? Sty. Advent. It's gotta be sexy. One's best effort. Human voice at the end of a phone tree. Agent. Again. One's best effort, so to speak. Alright. Thanks to the taxes. That wasn't too bad. Right. So, I'm going to start right from the beginning for Godot. Let's see. I mean, it's been about a month since I opened Godot, so I think everything's going to be fresh from tutorials and stuff like that. So, my new project we're going to create. Wait for it to open and load. So I think how I'm going to start this off is to look at doing a tile system, top down, 2D, and have a board built up of tiles. So the tiles, I think we'll have like a tile manager that sits globally that determines the status of each of the tiles on the board. Something like that. The way I'm thinking of this is like a player has units on their side of a board, and then when they click on one to select that unit, the tiles that it can like move to might change to green, for example. So a little bit like maybe Advance Wars. Let's see if there's any demos showing that. So like the overworld map is a bit like this. Is there any showing the movement? So yeah, like in this example, when you've got the tank selected, the tiles that you can move to change to blue. So rather than the perspective on this, I'm just going to do top down because I think that's going to be easier. Just as like a demo game. This is more a prototype for a different game that I kind of want to build into. So we can have little pixel art icons for units. We can have maybe different terrains, but we might just start with like blank tiles to start with. And I think once a unit is selected, I'm thinking more along the lines of, rather than like moving to attack, it's you select a unit, you select whether it moves or it attacks. And that'll give you different patterns on the tiles to show what you can do. So that's a rough idea. I think that's enough for like a little prototype as well. So how is that going to work? So can we just start with an empty 2D scene? And this is going to be like our game scene. Now, I have to remember how things work in Godot. You would have thought, like, you'd remember something, but... I know in here I've got the globals, so if I wanted to make a... Let's just save this as the game scene. Let's have a folder structure. So for the moment, let's just do a scenes folder and a scripts folder. Scripts. And then, so what's the game going to have? And each of these are going to be separate tiles, I guess. So what do I want? A tile scene. It's also going to be 2D. And let's save that in our game scenes. Okay. So the tile is going to be some... I don't think I even need colliders. I think this is just going to be a box. So just a... Oh, tile map. That's deprecated. Okay. A tile map layer. So let's add a tile map layer. And let's open the documentation on that. Okay, so now for 2D tile-based maps, a tile map layer uses a tile set. Board could be stored in a list, and you could use the tile map to display the board. Yeah, that kind of, I think that's going to be kind of the idea. So like status, I think each of the tiles is going to have a certain status assigned to it. And yeah, there would be like a board manager that just needs to update values rather than, there's no, Yeah, I think the state of the board should be just like simple lists of strings maybe, or values. But I need to figure out what the tile map does and all that kind of stuff. This is going to be very, very beginner level, by the way. Is a tile set which contains a list of tiles which are used to create grid-based maps. That sounds good. Unlike the tile map node, which is deprecated, tile map layer has one layer of tiles. You can use several layers to achieve the same result as tile map node. For performance reason, all tile map updates are batched at the end of the frame. Notably, this means that scene tiles from a tile set scene collection source. I think this is a Godot. Yeah, I think this is new because they have deprecated the old tile map node. Notably, this means that scene tiles from this may be initialized after the parent. This is only queued when inside the scene tree. Okay. So this sounds like something I'd need. Node 2D based tiles. Use the tile set. Okay, so where we want a new tile set here. Go to the tile set bottom panel to add one. Oh, here. So we want to add, patterns. Add new patterns in the tile map editing mode. Okay, let's add an empty scene collection. No, we don't want scene. Empty atlas. Okay, so let's delete that. What we'll do is we'll borrow from the Brachy's tile map for the start. So Godot projects. Sprites, here we go. World tile set. So we're going to dump that in here. Let's have an assets folder. Assets. I'm going to dump the tile set in there. So this is just from Brachy's tutorial that we did a couple of weeks ago, well, about a month or so ago. Just a little tile map here. So hopefully, if I do Atlas, and I select that. Yes, let's create tiles. Okay. Now, add new patterns in editing mode. No, don't want to edit that. Edit. Hold Control to create multiple tiles. Hold Shift to create big tiles. Does that say, I think? Clicking's not doing anything. And now, can I remember how things work? Select. I vaguely remember having to select like sections of this, but I can't remember what that meant. Paint, select property. Physics? No, we don't really want to do any of that. Go to the tarmac tab. Yes, that was it. Thank you. Oh, so wait, you can just... Yeah, that was how we do it. Now, there's also something somewhere for us to say that these are pixel art, so don't change any settings. Because at the moment we've got some blurriness here, which is because it's such a small image here. And I can't remember the term for it. It's like anti-aliasing. Here, mode. No. Oh, it's something like this. Stable compression? Oh, in project settings. Wait, was that? I can't remember what that was. Project settings. General. 2D rendering, maybe? Textures. Nearest? Maybe. Yeah, nice. That was it. May I ignore this? I don't want to re-import. Oh, we're stuck. Why are we stuck? We still got settings open somewhere? Yeah, we do. Okay. Thanks for that. So, this is kind of good for the tarmac, but actually all I want is just one. I think I just want each tile to be one block. So if we erase and we select just like this one block, edit this, turn off the eraser. Or do we make it like a one block be like that? That might be good. We'll come back to the sizes. Let's just use one block for the moment. So that'll make it nice and simple. The background color tile. What, like one of these down? Do you mean one of these ones down here? Or just these plain ones? Yeah, I think actually something like this will be alright for the moment. We just want something simple, so that'll be alright. So now if I go to this, I'm not painting anymore, am I? No, good. So in the settings here, can I have it pick a specific tile. Tile size, tile shape square. Oh really, can I just do... Oh wow. Okay, that's quite useful. So is it rendering? I'm trying to see if I can give it like the atlas coordinates. Can I set these? Canvas item visibility, ordering. I think it's just a case of figuring out where the right setting is. Rain sets? Okay, let's have a little look. So Godot, file map, set, atlas, coords. Is there a way to access atlas coords by code? Get cell atlas coords returns the tile atlas coordinates ID of the cell on layer. Can it set it? Set cell. There's a lot of interesting things that you can do with time maps and code. Yeah, it looks like there's loads of functions here. Set cells terrain connect. So layer sets the tile identifiers. The cell on layer at coordinates chord. Each tile of the tile set is identified using 3 parts. The source identifier, the atlas chords, and the alternative tile. If source ID is set to -1, cell will be erased, or an erased cell gets all identifiers automatically set to their respective invalid values. Okay. I think there's a lot to learn about tile maps for me here. So let's see if we can just add a script to here. Let's just call it tile, that's fine. Let's put it in the script folder. We can close that one. So what was that saying? We want to call set cell. Let's have a look at tutorials here. Let's have a little look in a bit more detail. Tile map is a grid of tiles used to create a game's layout. There are several benefits of using tile map layer. First, they make it possible to draw the layout by painting. Yeah. Oh wait, there's a... We're following a certain route through the tutorials. Maybe we look at tile sets first, but... Okay, let's do that. Let's use the tutorial. Tile map is a grid of tiles used to create a game's layout. Several benefit of using tile map layer. Yep, it's fine. Secondly, allow for larger levels because they're optimized. Finally, allow greater functionality to your tiles with. Yeah, okay. So a tile set is a collection of tiles that can be used in tile map layer node. After creating a tile set, you'll be able to place them using tile map editor. Creating a new tile set. A demonstration will use this one. Okay, let's just save that. Desktop. Godot, no. Godot. And turn-based battler. Oh, is it gonna... It's not gonna like it's a WebP format, is it? Does it mind using it? Can I just drag it in? Yes. Okay. I feel like the tile size is wrong on this. Like to me, these. So what size square is that? I feel like all of that is one square, so 128. Let's give it a go. Maybe half of that. Yeah, that looks about right. 64. Also, hey, yeah, how's it going? Welcome back in. How you been? What I'm doing today is, yeah, pretty much just restarting, trying to figure out. I think there is a link to the original. Yeah, I think this. Oh, it has more info. Oh, it's like, here's a full bundle. 370 assets. I don't know. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, I think if I just go with this cut down bit. So let's just have a look for a minute. I think to keep the keep it simple though. Is this just the sample one that we're using? Oh no, that's the level previews. So tile sheet. Yeah, I think we've got a cut down version of this to work with for the moment. So in create a new tile map layer node, then select it and create a new tile set resource in the inspector. I think we've just done that. Click the value to unfold. Default tile shape is square, that's fine. Isometric, yeah. If you're using a tile shape other than square, you may also need to adjust the tile layout and tile offset access properties. Yeah, so yes. That's fine. If relying on automatic tile creation, you must set the tile size before creating the atlas. Yeah. Open the tile set at the bottom of the editor and click and drag the tile set image onto the panel. If there are tiles from the tile set you do not wish to be present in the atlas, choose the erase tool at the top of the tile set and then click preview. Okay, so let's just like have this little window off to the side somewhere. You can get rid of this. So what do we want to do? We got the tile set source, that's fine. You can recreate the tiles by automation after you've already selected it. Just click on the three dots above the tile set editor. It's in these ones. We got an update. No, expand bottom panel. Or this one. Just this one. But that's is that making these empty ones? Non-transparent. Oh no, in non-transparent. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Or I could do that, right? Does that not remove these? You just erase all of them. Is there a select all? No. Can't select all. But what do I need to redo this for? Oh, like just delete the import entirely? Hey, Scooby-Doo. How's it going? Yeah, it's been a little while. Yeah, okay, let's get rid of both of them then. Let's do this. Automatically create. And then set these to 64, right? No, that was the easier. Select no first, right, yep. So no, so then we can do the 64. Yeah, very new to Godot. And then we can do this. Right. Thank you. Thank you for the patience as well. Yeah, it was God, last time I was on Unity on stream was a long time ago, I think. But yeah, I haven't streamed for a while either, so that's probably why. Yeah, kind of just looking into not really. Like I've done maybe 3 or 4 game jams, but they've been for like very small games, just basically just trying to learn how to use game engines. Yeah, I've done both of the tutorials. The yeah, pretty much equal opportunity. Yeah, I've done a couple of Luden Dares on Unity, and then was it for the GMTK game jam a couple of months ago that I was like, let's give Godot a try, and started it. I was like, oh okay, there's still too many unknowns for me to do a game jam at the moment. So then I went and did the 2 Brackies tutorials, but that was like a month ago now, and I've forgotten how to do everything. So I figured I'm just gonna start making a game and see how it goes. The theme for LD this weekend is tiny creatures, I think. But I'm not doing this for the game jam. I'm just doing this for like just to get started on a project, because I've been putting it off for way too long. Yeah, I think there's some potentially interesting ideas. I think there's going to be a lot of quite similar games, but that kind of happens anyway for most game jams, so they have to wait and see. See what people come up with. I'm sure you normally think, oh, all the games are going to be the same, and then you look at what people are coming up with, it's like, people are very creative. So yeah, I'm interested to see what Tiny Creatures comes out with. Okay, so we have a base tile map then. I think it's really hard to know what people are trying to say rather than just look at the Brackies video with the section. Like trying to figure out sprites or tile sets. Yeah, I do agree. So wait, we've got to edit this. Is that blurred? Oh, can you right click erase? Ah, that's so good. Why are we offset now? Because this needs to be, oh, not 646. No, these are... these are from the Godot documentation. They have a link to Kenny's Abstract Platformer pack. So this is the pack here. Let me just paste that in. Oh, why is YouTube not working? Connection in error. My chat is disconnected on YouTube. Why is that? No. I'm gonna be designing a tile set at some point, so you'll get to see what I can do in a bit. But that's further down the line. What's wrong with YouTube? YouTube chat is not connected. Does it come through? It takes a lot of work to ramp it up and make it not too repetitive. Yeah. Why? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out why. What's the issue with YouTube? Because the chat's not coming through to here. Internal error. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference. I don't think there's anyone chatting on YouTube, but just to make sure things are correct. Settings. Okay, I'll just have to keep it open somewhere. I'm sure it will reconnect in a minute, but that's fine. Okay, so we have just a base level tile. Now, what I wanted to look at was, is there a way to change the value? So, for example, this block here. No, wait, I'm erasing a block there. Didn't want to do that. So if I select, for example, this tile that we've just done, the atlas chords are 1 and 3. And if I... No, that's moving the tile. Okay. So what am I wanting to do here? I'm basically wanting to swap the value selected. It's not really a tile map then, is it? It's more a sprite. Bottom left of the editor is the tile position, as in this here. Yeah, I think for what I'm envisioning for this game, actually the tile map isn't what I'm looking for. So maybe this is more for building the background image for the level. Just for this like simple prototype, I kind of just want a grid of what I've been calling tiles, but that maybe is the wrong word for it. So that when a player on the game, let's say you've got like a grid of like 5 by 5 at the moment, if you select a unit, it will then change the color of the tiles to show like where you could move to. So the example I was showing earlier was, if I just clicked on VS Code, let's close that, was in like Advanced Wars move. So when you've got like a character selected, as shown here, for the moment it's just going to be a temporary placeholder tile set. So when you select your character, the tiles that you can move to would change to show like where your movement's available. But yeah, I'm thinking the tile set is more for drawing the background image. And then you'd have like a tile, like a grid on top, and use a grid system rather than a tile. So getting the right terminology is probably a first step. But yeah, having a grid system and then have the grids change color. So it's not really a tile map. I think they're just going to be sprites. So really, this tile map, instead of a tile, this is like the whole board. Let's call it a board or map. Let's call it a map. So let's actually just draw. Helps if I've got it selected. This. Let's just do something like this. And then yeah, for tile-based movement system, you can either do a tile map system yourself or man it yourself. The tile map layer node offers you many methods to simplify some calculations. Oh, so you can get tile neighbors easy. Okay. But again, custom system works as well. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking like, if I'm just using XY coordinates, getting the neighboring tiles shouldn't be too complex in code, but who knows? Maybe maybe it is going to be something difficult. Oh. So what did we go across? We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's delete that. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're just gonna have a basic format. And actually, I should have done this in a dull color, because green is what I wanted to use for moving, but I think I'll be able to work around most of the things you'll need. Yeah, if it should be simple, like from this square, let's say your movement is 3 units, should be easy to show, like, are you 3 units away? Which I think forming that pattern should be simple enough, hopefully. Can I rename this? Do I have to do it in here? Scenes. Let's call this map. Use the A-star grid class. Ooh. Something to look into. Okay, so now we'll dump the map on the game. Oh. And actually I should do it without the offset, right? Can I move it? Specific for grid navigation. If I do that, does that move that? Yeah, good. A-star grid 2D. I'm guessing Godot. Information of A-star, finding the shortest path between 2 points on a partial 2D grid. I think possibly I'd imagine this is more for like finding the route between 2 points, right? Yeah. I don't think I'll necessarily need that. Because it will be up to the player to choose what route, as long as it's within a certain path distance. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see when we get to that stage. I'm gonna leave that open just in case. Yeah, well, again, that depends. I kind of want to try and do this as multiplayer. So enemies are not AI controlled, but controlled by another player. But obviously that's going to be a lot of fun trying to figure out how multiplayer works in Godot. But that's why it's a prototype game. That's why it doesn't matter if it doesn't work. Okay. So I'm almost thinking it'd be good to have edges shown, so you can actually see where the tile is. Can I edit the tile map? Trying to see if there's a different one that has maybe what we're looking for. This might be the one actually. Where's that here? Can I do that? Yeah, but if it's just going to be a background image, it's just going to be a placeholder until I draw one myself. I think that'll be all right. Can I? Why can I not? Okay, yeah, and select. There we go. I'm just using this placeholder, so I won't have any need for anything different for the moment. Thank you. Can I add gaps? Is there anywhere for padding? Do that in the inspector. Oh, what, if you change the tile size? So we do like 70 by 70. Well, that would work as well, wouldn't it? Where's our transform? Oh wait, no, we want to go down by... Oh, that's 0, that's 70. Okay, so if we're working off a grid like this, we're not necessarily using these as tiles though, that's the thing. So if we look at so maybe we do like a unit placeholder. So this would need a sprite. Do we need it animated? I mean, eventually it would be animated. The inspector displays all properties in the way it inherits from other nodes. Okay. Oh, is it in that order? Oh, that's quite useful. So animated sprite 2D inherits from node 2D, which inherits from canvas item, which inherits from node. Right. Nice. That's useful to know. So you get more specialized properties as you go up the inspector. Should we nab a sprite off of Rackies? Should we just use the night one? Can I just drop it in? Yep. Let's put it in there. Sprite frames, new sprite frames. Animation. Now I've got to remember how to add this. Load. No. Click on the sprite frame resource. Oh. Okay. On the resource. Sprite frames. Yeah? Right. Here we go. Right, there we go. Oh, you can just do here. I think that's just... Right, okay, and... So this is... looks like an 8x8 grid. Can I shrink them? No, that's fine. So let's just use the idle frames. Let's get rid of that one. And then... I mean, that's fine for now, but let's just do that. So let's save. We'll bring the unit onto the map. Well, onto the game. The map will just be underlying. So just put it here for the moment. So kind of, I want to just assign a grid system based on the map layout, but we'll come to that in a bit. Turn on grid snapping. That's one of these ones, isn't it? Smart snap, grid snap. Configure snap. So what size were these? These were like 70 by 70, weren't they? that, but I want it to be the middle of these grids for the units. So if I halve these, then I can snap to the middle. Where it's offset 35 for... Yeah, great. Yeah, thank you. But some things might have to align to the grid as well. So I want the units to be in the middle of the grid, but there might be some like UI that makes more sense to align to other bits. So I think the 35 by 35, like you suggested, I think that works for the moment. We'll see. We'll see. We're just playing around still. So what we do want is this to be a lot bigger though. So the transform, can I just like double the scale? And is that... that's kind of okay. Right, where are we up to? Almost 2 hours, so not really loads. We've got a grid with an enemy on it. You can set autoplay. Yeah, can do. Which is click on this, and then this one, and then. So if we run the current scene, let's just check it doesn't automatically put on like gravity and stuff like that. No, good. Okay, so really I'd want this to be central to the screen and all that kind of stuff, but I'm worried about that much later. So now what I want to do is add a click event. So if I click on the unit, I want that to register. So have I got an input map? Assigned, show built-in actions. So imagine two ways to go about it. I'd imagine we've got something like in the unit, we could either add a node for interaction somehow, which would be like a canvas control maybe, and like treat it like a button on the unit. Area 2D node, or use the control nodes from Godot. Okay, yeah, so the control node side of it is like the button. For the area 2D, you probably do based on these triggers that you get, which I'm sure on certain things you have like mouse entered and stuff. Area 2D gives you the GUI event signal, the mouse entered or the mouse exited. Control node offers you more signals, also native drag and drop feature, which might be more useful, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Right, so is it Duyan? Duyan PT? Hope I've got that right. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully I can get back into a bit more of a routine to do some more streaming. So we'll see how this goes. I've kind of got an idea to do some Godot game dev stuff, some Sprite pixel art stuff, and then maybe do some gameplay of something like Into the Breach. Just for like ideas on turn-based battlers. So those kind of things going forward. if they sound interested. Don't pronounce your name, by the way. I'm sorry. Got it wrong. Or does it? Okay, so I think control nodes seems to be a good idea. Maybe. But can I add control nodes to a 2D node? Does it? Are these not two separate things? But if I want the sprite on it, so rather than an animated sprite, I guess we just use like a texture. You can mix them. Node 2D won't respect the control node's container type. Should make the root node a button type. Can you still do animated sprites on a control node? Okay. So we change this type then to just a node. I guess if we just got a node, we can do both, right? Is that not what I just did? Maybe. That's because I had to search on. Right, okay. So we add a control button, which is going to be base button. Button that represents the length. A theme button that contains a text and an icon. Yeah. So really, we would want that to... Oh, it gives you the press signal. Okay. Make the button the root node. So we take that node off. Icon is empty, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, so a general good practice in Godot is just having one script per scene, right? And it's always on the root of the scene. I know you can. I think you can do. No? Oh. So I thought that was good practice, but okay. For example, a component style system. Add simple nodes of script attached to change behavior. Okay. See, I was the kind of idea that I think I was getting from the tutorials where Oh yeah, I do think I mean similar, but rather than you're just adding nodes, you have them as separate scenes for each time you want to like split out a script. So then instead of this unit, let's say we had like a child node that I wanted a script on, I'd make that as a separate scene and then import it in. So it would have its own scripts, but in the unit script, there would only be a script. Sorry, in the unit scene, there'd only be a script attached to unit. Yeah. I don't know why, but I was getting the impression that was what people were suggesting last time, or what the tutorial was suggesting, maybe. But that might be something different. Okay, so does this as a button? Scripts. Yeah, that's the thing. I think with a lot of these game engines, it's like actually they're designed to do whatever you want to do. Just some things might be easier to manage as like mental workloads. I just realised my music wasn't on shuffle, sorry. So let's have a look. To create a simple reference to any node in the scene, you can drag it into the scripts and hold control. Yeah. Yeah, so control, and then you can have your on ready. And then I can use this. Thank you. Yeah, I think we were doing that a bit in the tutorial. Right. So, do we just want like an on pressed? On press function. Why am I not seeing this? There we go. This is what we want. Let's just double check. I think we just want pressed, but but do we want? Yeah, you just double click. Okay, get to source, that's fine. Receive a message, that's fine. What's the advanced show us? Extra calls that we can add to it, which we don't need, so that's fine. Oh, it is on pressed, I just need the underscore. So actually, if I just typed it myself, would it have linked up the signal though? Two ways to go about it. Either connect through the editor, easier and convenient, or use code, easier to debug. Yeah, I think I want to go down the code. Oh, really? So if you just type it in, it doesn't actually do anything, but because this has got the signal now. Okay. So just for the moment, is it just print? I think it's just print. Clicked unit. Let's just say that. The syntax is object that defines the signal. Signal underscore name connect. My callback method. Right. Okay. So we were doing. I'm sure there was something similar. What was that I was trying? This is when I was like first trying out Godot for the GMTK game jam. And I was doing something with those kind of signals for input management, which is a bit wrong, I think. No, still 4 point something, 4.2, I think at the time. Let me see what I ended up writing. If it loads, come on. Shouldn't take this long to launch. So one of these scripts, was it input manager? No, that's options menu, input manager. Okay, so yeah, we were emitting signals here, so that's not what I was looking at. It's the player script. Yeah, this kind of connection. Gosh, probably look back through this and figure out what I was actually doing. My mind has just got rid of this completely. It's the problem with like working on something like for 3 or maybe even like 2 or 3 days and then taking like 2 months break. None of this is stuck at all. Yeah, this was custom defined signals. So I think what I was doing was I wanted an input manager that was reading the input from the keyboard. And then based on where the player was, it would know to like pass, for example, pass and interact to a background object if the player was colliding with an object or something like that. It was some weird way of doing it. This is what made me realize I need to go and do some tutorials, basically, because we made the progress on it, but it's probably not the best way to do things. Okay, so I thought we made this guy bigger. No, because we changed what the unit was, didn't we? Yeah, that's what I'm just looking for, actually. Under layout. Custom minimum. Right. So we're doing 32 by 32. And then we send to the unit offset. Actually, if we make this the same size as the tile, which I think was 70, and then we do these as 35 and 35, and then also scale it to double, right? No. Yeah, probably not. 17 and a half. Can it? It's not going to be able to do a half, is it? Okay, 17 and 17, that's fine. Well, I want the sprite size to be bigger. I won't need to mess around with scale when I do my own sprites, but just for the moment, so it actually looks like. Oh wait, now that kind of thing. And then hopefully if we run this and click on the unit, we get, I don't mind that actually for the moment. Yeah, clicked unit. Cool. Okay, so this is just the background. What we then want is we want a grid of buttons. No, not buttons. I think it's just UI still. And we just want this as like texture. Not button. Do we want them as buttons? I guess I can like just disable the button when it's not selected. So we do this as 70 by 70 again. And then textures. So disabled, we want it empty. And by default, it'll be disabled. So what I'm thinking is setting up, for example, on this 9 by 9 grid of buttons that are disabled. And then when you click on your unit, have some kind of board manager or map manager that will determine which buttons to enable, that will then show you where you can move to, and when you click on them, it will move your unit to that location. So by default, they're going to be disabled. And they need to, well, I kind of want it that when they're enabled, you want to see what color they are, right? Oh, no, because they've got an icon anyway, right? What's texture button for then? A texture-based button. Why would you use texture button? It uses sprites instead of Godot's theme resource. What's the theme resource? Used for styling and skinning. See, I feel like I would want this though, right? Because eventually in like a really polished version of the game, what I'm imagining is when you click on your unit, the style of the so let's just take a very simple state here. Let's say this knight can move 2 tiles of direction. So when you click on it, this tile, these 3, these 2, these 2, these 3, and this 1. So in that like grid kind of pattern, would all change to be enabled buttons, and they would change to show that you could move to them. So they'd have like a green tint, but they would maybe have some like iconography on them as well that shows. And also, I guess when you hover, I'd want to show something slightly different. You can make it a simple texture rectangle. Okay. If you want mouse interaction, e.g. click, as I understand it, you just want to display something depending on condition, right? You can even use the tile map layer node to display a different tile. Okay. Wait, so I can change the tile. I can update bits of this. programmatically. Add a new layer. Tile map layer. Call it movable tiles. Sure. So this is like background tiles. Oh. So then if we load the same tile set, no. Can I not use the same one? Quick load. Save it first. Oh, wait. Do I have to... Did I not save this? In the inspector. Oh, right, okay. So that's saved as a tile set. So now I can load it. Where did it save it to though? No? Did that not save? Save as. Did it not save it? So not in scenes, we want it in assets. Okay, now. Nice, okay. So let's say one of those green ones probably. Let's just use this one. This one. So ID. So ID 4, but chords 18.9. The Atlas ID is 4. Now when you click a button, you can determine the current tile position. Based on the grid. Or based on... Would you do that based on the transform position? Oh, you can just use current button. Okay. So, could I just actually, let's just do clicked unit at and I'm guessing, or plus. Probably and. But can I just do location here? See, just see what that does. Layout transform. Your reference to the tile map layer node. Or use the signal to tell the tile map layer node to use a method. Show movable tiles and pass the character, for example. Oh, common. Commas. Okay. Thanks. It's already concatenating then. Oh, right. Okay. So it's just, right. It's not concatenating, but it's basically... What did we change here? We added the movable tiles. So what you're saying is we can report the location of the button to some manager that then tells tell the tile map layer to use a method. So this tile map layer so can it choose to starting to flag on there. Your map manager can manage the display of movable tiles, right? Yeah. So this grid we can refer to this grid value in code, right? Kind like vaguely. So if we want a separate scene to run, basically a simple script that manages global signals in Godot. So I know that we have to do globals. Press add to create a script. So let's call this like a map manager. And we'll put it in our scripts folder. And then yeah, so then we can refer to this with the like percentage option, right? No need. Oh, it's just we can then say like, oh, it just does it. Okay. Nice. Okay, so we need to write a function here. God, I need to think what we're wanting to do here. Which would be use an event bus. I think I need to do some research into event bus. It's basically so that's just gives you. Oh right, okay. So you just do. Now the question is, how does? I don't know what the right terminology is going to be. So let's say signal move unit. Okay, display move tiles. Oh. Let's just do both. Unit selected. We don't need this. Okay. And then do I do the connections here in ready? No. Do that in the map script. Which we've still got it called tile. So let's update that to map. Yeah, good idea. Let's do it here just in case it makes a difference. If I can, yeah. Event bus. And then we'll also rename this event bus. Cool. Yeah. So then in our ready, we want to do event bus dot display move tiles dot connect. Like that, yeah. And then this needs to call our function, which will be like function show tiles in range, let's say, for example, and we'll just do pass for the second. Why isn't it liking that? Expect a colon, yeah. And then in the unit, we have to admit to that, right? from here, right? Map manager dot tiles in range. No, show. What do we call it? Oh, it's not called map manager anymore, is it? Event bus dot display move tiles dot emit, and this is where we would pass in our position. Nice. And then there'll be some logic around what tiles to show. What's position a type of? Do I need to type it or not? Or does Godot not? As a vector 2, nice. Position. And then we'll just like print range. Right, let's just do range from position. Don't use position to shadow the existing parameter, but the prepend, I'll change it to pos. Which parameters? But isn't the position? Oh no, because position itself is a parameter. This. So I shouldn't call my one here. Let's call this unit position. I prefer having verbose names. I know it's some people don't like it, but just makes more sense. For when I'm taking like gaps between doing anything, going back to code, I can just read. Okay. Nice. So if we relaunch this now, we should see in our output. Yeah, definitely. Very, very useful. Thank you. So now we've seen that we've clicked it at this location, and then this will output based on that. So yeah, that's so good. That's very clear. It's like what's happening. So then I wonder if, yeah. So what might be useful is having a global script that has things like the default tile size. Because what output did we get? Pass global position, not position. Oh, okay. So in our unit script here, these should both be global.position. Is there a way to... Oh, there's shortcuts to do this, but there's a way to update both of them at the same time, isn't there? Control D. Thank you. Where is it? I don't want it now, but I need to memorize that shortcut. Oh wait, how do I stop it from working? You just click out. Yeah, cool. Okay. So yeah, what I kind of want to do is divide it by 70 at the moment. Which can I do? Is there a way to do a multiplication on a vector 2? Or do I have to split it up into two individual integers. Can I just do like divide by 70? And it's not going to complain. Maybe. Let's just test it. Oh, sweet. Okay, so actually let's leave the print as the actual position. Yeah. So 3, 6. We're going 3 rows across and 6 columns down. So is this 0, 0 up here? So let's see if we have another unit. So like that. We'll move this one up to... Wait, where's it not grid snapping? The grid snap turn... I thought we had grid snap on this. So 35. Don't know why that turned off. So now that's the unit at 0, 0, and that's the unit at 3, 6. Awesome. In the tile map layer node doc, you can see now there is a method turns global positions to a map tile vector and vice versa, map to local and local to map. That's very useful. Well, it is useful, but also I think in the prototype I might just stick to having my grid sections. But let's have that open. Let's just duplicate this. And then map to local. Methods, grid map. You pass in your position and the current tile position, and you can define neighbors and set all the tiles you need. Yeah, that might be. Oh. Tile map layer. This one. Change the map coordinates of the cell containing the given local position. If the local position is in global coordinates, consider using node 2D to local. Or passing it to this method. See also map to local, which is the opposite around. Returns the centered position of a cell in the tile map's local coordinate space. Oh. So yeah, this could be quite useful for positioning of units and stuff like that, specifically, because it will tell us where the center point of the cells are. Nice. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I guess it's quite easy to do neighbouring tiles this way, isn't it? Don't have to worry about coordinates, you just do it on grid. Oh, there's a method for it as well. You said something about neighbors, didn't it? Get neighbor cell. Turns the neighboring cells to the one at the coordinates coords. Identified by the neighbor direction. This method takes into account the different layouts a tile map can take. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you can use vector 2 right and up. Hey Zimni, how's it going? Are you jamming or did you not bother? Yeah, I think it's just a case of like actually. Yeah. Brain melting, can't they? Oh no. Yeah, well, I think there's benefits in this, but can you use something like so instead of vector 2 up, which would just be the cell 1 above, would vector 2 2,0 give you the cell that's 2 tiles above your certain one? Or does it have to be the specific vector 2 dot up, left, right, down? Yeah. How's it going there? Are you having fun? Or is it like massive scope? But yeah, I hope it's going well. All that matters is, your current tile position. Oh, okay, cool. But only one. This looks like it's only one cell. You couldn't do like a. Based on. You'd have to do like 4 separate calls to do the cell 1 north, 1 left, 1 right, and 1 down. Or, yeah. Yeah, so the custom method would be better for that. Cool. Nice. Right, definitely keeping this stuff open though. So it's more really the map to local and local to map that I'm going to be finding useful. And then further on will be the get neighbor cell. Cool, okay. I might do a little break though for a minute because what are we 2.5 hours in. Current tile position plus vector, yeah. And then could you do? I'm trying to think how you do range of stuff without doing individual calls. I guess you'd do like a loop. Call up the doc. Yeah, you could do array. You can get an array of all the cells. Yeah. Oh, wait, is this... Is set pattern a way to change the tile though? That was what... Sorry, this is going back a bit. But when we were looking at movable tiles, oh, pattern is a pattern of multiple tiles. Okay. Right. Oh, wow. I can even do that. That's cool. But that could even be a way of doing the movement then. So let's say, for example, this unit can do movement of 2 squares. Could I save it as, yeah, could I draw a pattern, drag and drop, or paste the tile map here to select store a pattern? So go to tile map editor, go to tiles, and draw. So something like that. And then drag and drop. Or paste a tile map selection here. Select. Okay, then select this. Oh no. Right, okay. And then do I need to save? That was just index 0. I don't need to name it or anything. So what I could do, paste the tile pattern at the given position in the tile map. So I would need to tell, wait. So that's not really what I want to do. In this specific case, yeah, I can see yes and no, this would be beneficial. Because this is a really quick way to draw it. But in the case where your tile, where your unit is on the edge of the board, you wouldn't actually want that pattern to occur. If it was an infinite map, this would work, right? But I think it would get more complicated selecting a pattern based on how close you are to the edge of the board than just having it all set up like this. Just get the use tile rectangle. Okay. So you take this pattern and then like cull it basically based on what's on the background. Yeah, okay. I think I'm probably going to go down the other route though. The one that we were saying before about having like a custom method that selects individual tiles. Because I think that has much more flexibility in it. I kind of want to have a prototype here. What I want out of this prototype game is something that if I want to import this into like a future game, I can just like code up use variables to figure out where yes, also yeah, if you want to put obstacles and stuff like that, yeah. But yeah, just have it like, oh, I can set a movement parameter of So yeah, if this unit, sorry, keep on interrupting my own thoughts here, but if this unit can move 3 spaces rather than 2, you'd have to draw a separate pattern and again account for different terrains and different edges and stuff like that. Whereas with the custom methods, hopefully it's just a case of changing a value from 2 to 3, and the function, the method, should be able to figure out what that does. Yeah. So I think there's more, as much as this is quite a neat solution, I think there's way more flexibility and like better design in the other. But this is one of the best points about streaming game development. It's, you find out about other options a lot easier than having to dig through the docs. You can use animation in the tarmat system? What? So like I can have, there is a node that's just like animation, isn't it? Animation player. But could I could probably use something like this, right, as well? Is it animation player or is it the animation tree? No. Yeah. Just delete that. Okay. So let's say we want an ocean tile, which we kind of got like this one. And let's just say it like flips between these two. To like, so you'd show like movement of the waves or stuff like that, for example. Okay. So how would you how would you even start going about something like that? Let's say we got you're even more complex. You can use scenes as tiles. What? Wait, what? You can add it to it as a tile to be placed. Not as a tile map though, could you? Oh, is this the scenes collection here? Oh, wow. Oh, okay, that opens up. Oh, what? Wait. Oh, there's so much more possibility. Hmm. That's cool. That's very cool. So, okay. In terms of like the simple steps up towards that though, is I think the next thing to do is have like a tile change. Yeah, Tile map node effectively add a new instance of a tile as a child of it in the specific tile location. Yeah, that seems to be, that's going to be powerful. So let's clear this out. So main question I've got though, you set cell method to set any cell. So let's have a look at that. So for example, in our map here, print range from unit position. So can I set cell? Yeah, okay. Oh, right. So we get that, and then we do movable tiles dot set cell. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we need a reference to the child node first. So coords, which should be this unit position, I think. Might be inverted, hopefully not. Source ID is the source ID of this, which is in here, which if we go to setup is 4. Code is the map to local, right? So no, local to map, right? Movable tile dot map to local. Because this unit position I'm already divided by the grid size. So I think I've already got that anyway. I think. Let's just see. And then the atlas coordinates, which is this one, 18.9. So 18.9. Do I need to do vector 2? Like that. Let's just see. This is how we figure out things as well. Make mistakes is good. Okay, that works. Wow, okay. So yeah, map to local and local to map is pretty much just doing what we're doing, but it's doing it in a much more stable way. Because at the moment, because the only thing I'm doing is dividing by our current pixel grid size, that's why we're getting this unit position. But if, for example, our game grid was offset so it's the center of the screen and stuff like that, there's going to be a lot more, yeah. So there's a lot more stability in using the map to local or local to map, whichever one it is, and just leaving things in their normal global positioning. Yeah, okay. Sweet, okay. This is great. Also, the map uses integer as you pass on a float. Oh yeah, of course, because I'm doing a division. It just happens to be that we're getting integers, but we need to make sure that's the case. Yeah. Sweet, okay. I don't need pass if I've got function body. Yeah, that's still a useful note, so let's do that. Let's just tidy up a little bit, and then I think we can do a little break. So that's done. We won't need any of that. I mean, I'm coming from a world where I like normally do web development, so JavaScript doesn't care at all either. You have to be very careful with that kind of stuff because you can get into a lot of trouble. So coming from the world of JavaScript, there's yeah, that's true. Right. So actually, going back to the whole idea of using scene collection. Oh, they're so much better. Yeah, I was envisioning I'd have to put like buttons onto every square of the grid and then disable and re-enable them based on, like, let's say when you click this unit, you'd enable the buttons that are neighboring cells, and then it would wait for the user to click on one of those, and then that would have to cascade back to disable all the cells and so on. But if we're using the tile map, we can instead say, when we click on this, we set this using the scene as a button. Yeah, this is so much better. Okay, definitely. Imagine, yeah. Also, what I like to do, I like to use a simple tile as a placeholder, and then when the game load, I replace it with scenes. Easier to draw and design. Yeah, I can imagine that. Much better. Cool. Okay. But yeah, I've been sat here for 3 hours now, so I'm gonna do a little break. Let's do. Which timers have I got that work? That's not the right timer. That's not that advanced timer. Is that the one? That looks about right. And I'll be right back. So I'm just going to take a little 5-minute break to do a stretch, get some water, and then maybe we look at using the scenes for the tile map and play around with that a little bit. Who knows? Right, see you guys in a little bit. Right, let's get back to it. So timer and that off. There we go. Right, so I do like this way of doing it. This is so much easier and more advanced than what I would have ended up doing. So thanks a lot, Captain Fever. It's very useful having a little guide in the chat. What areas are we going? Okay, that's fine. Still don't know why my YouTube chat isn't still connected. Let me just have a little look at that. See if I can get that working. Should have done that in my little break there, but no, not analytics. Bot. Embed in stream. Don't want to do that. No, that's all fine. Chat overlay is fine. Why is that not connected though? Restream chat. YouTube not connected. Is it the restream bot is not enabled? What's happening? Sorry, just doing a little quick bug fix. Hopefully. Enable stop. No. Okay, can't fix that. We'll have to check that before next stream. Let's just make a note somewhere. Streaming. Do a to-do note. Oh, can't do that. Okay. Check YouTube chat connection to restream. Cool. Okay. So where we got to was when clicking on the unit, it selects it and highlights it. So let's do some change selections. So rather than doing this, we're just going to pass the global position. And then in our map function here, we want to do this that says, so this is going to be our global position of unit. Then we want to do a print. I think we want to do local to map, and this is going to be movable tiles dot local to map of unit position. But we can also check the opposite way around. Map to local. think it's going to be the other one. And just because I'm confident, we're going to do that. So now, yeah, definitely local to map. That's good. So I wonder actually if we shift this map to like the center of the screen and our units to like various points on the map. Does it still, it should just work, which would be great. That would make it so easy to do. Bits and pieces here. So hopefully, don't care about this one. So we need to reset. F6, okay. Ah, okay. So that's now giving 6-1. Right, because here's what's happening here is on the global game map, this grid is different location wise to where the grid on the map is. Yeah. So the unit position is giving a global position, yeah. That's being passed into here. So the global position of the unit is correct. Keep the map at 0, 0, but draw the tiles on center of screen. Yeah. So the doc explains you need to update the position with 2 global, 2 local. Yeah, because this is a global position here, but we're trying to do local to map. So keep the map at 0, 0, but draw tiles at the center of the screen. So I'm less keen on doing that. Because I think the map's going to change quite a lot. We're just using a grid at the moment, but there may be stuff on unit position top 2 local. But wouldn't... Sorry, yes, you're right. Unit position here. We get a local position from the map where this is the node that's calling this script. So let's just double check, make it very clear with the steps. So local position of unit on map would be here. Dot to local. No. Pass on the node itself first. Also, welcome in Winder Flatus. Hope you're good. So here in the unit, you're saying pass on self. But wouldn't that, the global position should still be able to be converted, right? Wouldn't that be better? I would have thought it would be better to... So this is... Let's just get rid of vector 2 then for a minute. Right, I need to see how 2 local works. Transforms the global position to a position in a local coordinate space. The output will be local relative to the noted it is called on, e.g. appropriate for determining the position of child nodes. It's not appropriate for determining the same position relative to the parent. Pass on a reference to the node, then in the map script you can get the to local, make it of type control or node 2D. But can't I just do like movable tile? Dot to local unit position. Wouldn't that work? If I undo this. Well, no, just yeah. So just undid that. So let's just see what happens with that though. Because I'd rather be passing around a vector 2 than a whole node. Yeah? I think. Local position on unit on map is 140.73. Which seems about right. So now if I do instead of this unit position, it's movable tiles.local and that. Obviously, I'll tidy this up after, but I feel like that should work. Yeah, that's good. So what we're doing, we're passing the global unit position. So let's call this unit global position instead. But let's do it properly. Oh wait, you have to do. Okay, like that. Okay. Unit global position. Oh. To local, make its position local to the currency in each of the map. Yes. But I can't just call to local, does it? Does that work? Oh, I thought I needed. I thought it was like a property. So that means I'm doing to local of the map node 2D. Right. Yes. Which is what we want anyway. What I was trying to do was do this dot to local like this. But yeah, obviously it's a method, not a property. Right, yeah. I don't know why I was thinking it would be a property. Okay. So then local position of unit on map. Yes. So then local to map gives the grid coordinate, the tile coordinates. And that does that. Okay. Gives tile codes of unit, and then this sets it to. So this is like a constant based on the tile set. So we could probably set up some kind of dictionary of statuses using constant values and stuff like that. That would be quite useful to do in like an eventual further game. Vector 2DI, is that integer values only, basically? That's what the I gives us. Cool. Okay. So should we try and do tiles around it? So let's just do a have I created Dome Keeper? No, not quite. Hey, oh, I was gonna say blue whale, but it's an 8, isn't it? Yeah, bip and bits. I think out of this, if you want to know anything about Dome Keeper, you can ask Zimni if he's if he's still lurking. PVKK, I've not heard of that. Is that a new game from Bip and Bits? Sorry. Yeah, in case you wanted the full name. What? Release through? Oh, what? Oh, wow. Very different style of game. This looks cool. Wait, I should pause my music. It's probably quite quiet, sorry. That is insane. Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's this full screen. We'll go back to the beginning. A bit. Maybe not quite the full beginning. Whoa, this is like such. Is this the same developers as Domekeeper? Wait, look for the references. There's gonna be references in the game. So it's like a planetary defense. This looks cool. Although, unfortunately, I don't think my setup's going to be able to run this. Ooh. That looks awesome. Planetary Cannon Defense Commander. Planeten Verte Dickungskanon and Commander. God. I understand why they're calling it PVKK. Yeah. That's insane for Godot. Let's see, recommended settings. Yeah, my unfortunately, I just about make the minimum requirements, so I don't think I'll be playing that on this setup. But I'm doing a bit of an upgrade at some point. This looks like it's going to be very cool. I love this. Escape room style puzzles to uncover hidden items and clues about what's happening. Definitely gonna wishlist this. But I'll do that when I'm signed into the desktop app. I'm gonna keep that to the side. Over 300k already. It was only announced like 3 months ago. Wow. Oh wait, is it? No way. Okay. Yeah, that was a joke. For a minute there, I thought they were being serious about that. I was like, that would be insane. I thought it was very serious for a second. That would be, I was like, yeah, that looks incredible though. Like if you told people about even just like a year ago, this would be capabilities of Godot. I bet if you sat people down to watch that trailer and asked them what engine they think, yeah, it would be so much work to do that. That's the thing. I wouldn't put it past some crazy developer to do something like that in 2D in parallax or something like that. But yeah, if you sat someone down, even like a few months ago, and asked them what engine they think this is in, do you reckon people would guess Godot? I just don't think it's like as known for its 3D capabilities. But that's why it's so important to get games like this to showcase what is actually possible. I know the engine's come on so far. God, it just looks so good. Right. Oh, really?
Today's video.
Vaguely. This one. Oh yeah, to be honest, I completely forgot about that. I do remember it now that I see it. Okay, yeah, it's really demonstrating the power. Well, definitely subscribing there. Okay, so I'm probably not going to do loads more here, because I've got to go in about like 20 minutes. So what can we do in about 20 minutes time? Maybe yeah, you've definitely given me like a very good setup here. There's a few different paths that I want to look at, and maybe we just make some notes. Let's make some to-do notes. So is this all safe to show? Just hide those. Okay. Just some notes in Obsidian. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to have a look into scenes for the what's it actually called? Yeah, I've just started using Obsidian like maybe 2 weeks ago, and honestly, it's been so great. So in our tile set, it's called Scenes Collection Tile Set. scenes collection in the tile set. Yeah, okay. Slash tile map layer node. Oh. Okay. Then we got to do create a method or create methods. Oh, really? Yeah, I could do that. Tile map layer. Do we have scene collection in here? Set scenes collection. Under tile set. Yeah, this tile scenes collection source. Tile set scene this thing. Scenes are instantiated as children of the tile map when they enter the tree. But this, when they're saying tile map here, this is not the deprecated version, is it? Yeah. So do I need to change? Is it still okay to use this if I want to use tile map layer? Yeah, okay, I think it is. Let's do a link to this. Sorry. That's the link. Set scenes collection. Super easy. Just create a collection, drag in scenes as needed. Each will have an index. When instantiated, will be added as a child to the tile map layer node. I think it's the same. Doc not updated. Yeah, I think you're probably right there. So Control K and then paste in. Nice. Create methods for setting the relevant files around selected unit, e.g. Oh, really? It's so useful having like the really good shortcuts. E.g. 2 tile movement, etc. Yeah, to check and uncheck. This is the thing, like all of these, like a lot of open source software has so much great like keyboard shortcut setup. It's just a case of learning all the shortcuts though. Like earlier when you gave me the what was it, Control D for being able to type over multiple instances of a variable for renaming. yeah, it's just familiarity with the software. Okay, so I probably want to select, deselect, unit functionality, attack or move options. Tile animations, and also we want to create sprite sheets. / tile map. It's going to be a sprites. I think that'll be a good like starting point. Maybe like map setup. Select where to deploy player troops, player units. I mean, that's enough to get on with next stream. Figure out what we're doing. That's probably a couple of streams worth, including the animations and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, obviously, like, better grid layout and all that kind of stuff. But this is a great start so far. Thanks for all your help, Captain Fuba. I think I might wrap up the stream there though. Very useful. Very good start. And we'll see how we're getting on next time. Thanks a lot. I don't know when I'll stream next. I'm quite sporadic at the moment, but I'm hopefully going to be a bit more consistent. We'll see. It's definitely some point early next week, either tomorrow or Tuesday. Fingers crossed. It's what I'm planning. But yeah, thanks everyone who's dropped in. Hope it's been interesting. I hope you all had a good weekend. And yeah, have a good week if I don't see you. Thanks for the follow, Blue Whale. Cheers. Should I see if there's anyone I know doing any dev streaming? No, I think most people are playing games or not streaming at the moment. Cool. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Yeah, enjoy the rest of Sunday, everyone. And I hope to catch you all next time. Thanks. Bye.